Today, we're diving into the wild, saddle-sore story of a man who didn't just ride into history, he galloped over it. A man who looked at the horizon and thought, that's not far enough. A man who took a bunch of scattered tribes and turned them into the largest contiguous empire the world has ever seen. You know him as Genghis Khan, but once upon a time, he was just a boy named Temujin. Just Temujin. Around the year 1162, in the cold and unforgiving steppes of Mongolia, Temujin is born. His father, Yesugei, is a tribal chief, until he's poisoned by rival Tatars. With their protector gone, Temujin's family is cast out by their own people. "Sorry, kid, this isn't a charity," said the tribe more or less. So begins Temujin's real education, not in schools, but in survival. Frozen rivers, starvation, bandits, betrayal, and even fratricide. Yes, he killed his own half-brother. Boiled horse meat wasn't always on the menu. But Temujin doesn't break. Because some boys grow up to be shepherds, and some grow up to reshape continents. As a young man, Temujin marries Borte, the daughter of a powerful ally. It's part romance, part political move, typical steppe diplomacy. But soon after, Borte is kidnapped by a rival tribe. Temujin gathers a few loyal warriors, raids the enemy, and rescues her. His first war, fought not for power, but for love. After that, he starts uniting Mongol tribes one by one. But uniting nomads is like herding wolves. Every one of them thinks he should be alpha. So Temujin plays it smart. He rewards loyalty, not bloodline. He promotes based on skill, not family. He builds laws everyone must follow, or else. By 1206, he's done the impossible. All the Mongol tribes agree to make him Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. Translation, no one argues with me anymore. And now, the real show begins. Temujin doesn't just want peace between tribes. He wants control of everything the light touches. China campaign. He invades the Jin dynasty. The Chinese have walls, big ones. Genghis replies, "Nice wall. Watch me go around it." Cities fall. Northern China bows. Khwarezmian Empire. He sends merchants to the Muslim kingdom of Khwarezm. The Shah kills them. Genghis is not amused. He unleashes hell. Cities are burned. Rivers run red. Khwarezm didn't make it to the sequel. Toward Europe, his armies crush the Caucasus, devastate Kiev, and knock on Europe's door. Not to conquer yet, but to say, just so you know, we know where you live. Genghis Khan and Borte have 4 sons, Jochi, Chagatai, Ogedi, and Tolui. But here's the gossip. Jochi may not be Genghis's biological son.
And timing matters.
Remember, Borte was kidnapped. Genghis never denies him publicly. But when dividing power, Jochi gets carefully managed. Jochi skilled but suspiciously placed. Chagatai strict, a stickler for laws. Ogedi diplomatic, even-tempered. Tolui the loyal youngest, a warrior's heart. To avoid posthumous chaos, Genghis names Ogedi as heir. Because sometimes the best way to lead is not being the loudest in the tent. In 1227, Genghis Khan dies during a campaign in western China. The exact cause? Still a mystery. Some say he fell off his horse. Others say battle wounds. The juicier rumors say a princess killed him during a diplomatic encounter. His burial is legendary. His body is returned in secret. Everyone who sees the procession is executed. Even the soldiers who bury him, silenced. And then, those soldiers are also killed. His grave, still undiscovered. A ghost beneath the steppe, and an empire in his name. When Genghis Khan dies, he leaves behind the largest empire the world had ever seen. Not just in land, but in structure. Trade routes flourish. Laws bind regions. Religious freedom is policy. Even postal systems run better than modern countries. But after his death, the empire slowly fragments. His sons and grandsons inherit and fight. Even so, his legacy endures, not just as a conqueror, but as a man who reshaped the world with bow and law. Genghis Khan wasn't just a warlord. He was a force of history, a storm on horseback. Some see him as a hero, others a destroyer. But one thing's for sure, he redrew the map with arrows. In the next episodes, civil wars, Kublai Khan, Persia, Russia, China, hit subscribe. Because history doesn't just live in the past, it rides again.